So a tear came down. I tried shooting the 3, but I airballed. So it's okay, it happens. See, I can control what he said, right? One of my people I look to for motivation is this man right here, Ray Lewis. Anyone know Ray Lewis? He's amazing, right? So what do you think it says? How much time are you wasting? Like, think about it. How much time are you really wasting? And I feel sorry, well, I feel bad for you, next generation, because you guys have so many different distractions. You got iPhones, iPads, iTouch, everything, right? And for you to concentrate on something that's productive is really hard for you guys. So I'm sorry, right? It's our fault. But you guys have to think about, what do you want to do in the future? You know, say if you want to be a pro basketball player. Now, if you're on the computer all the time, or you're on a playing video games, that time could be spent training, right? If you want to be a doctor, you gotta be studying hard. You gotta be getting those straight A's, because playing those video games is not gonna give you straight A's, right? Okay, so you guys have to think about how much time are you really wasting. All right, so not everything is going to be all good and glorious, right? So with hard work, you're gonna have adversity, right? So a couple of things that I've kind of been through. So for me, you know, even though I'm in medical school now, about to be a doctor, it hasn't been easy for me. I've had a lot of struggles. In 2nd grade, I was held back because I wasn't on par with my other classmates. I was in a special class called RSP, which stands for Resource Specialist Program, but as my close friends would call it retarded, stupid people. And you know, that happened way back in elementary school. And I know you guys probably have a lot of stories about people that put you down way back in the day, and it still hurts, you know? But you gotta make sure to use that in a positive way, okay? You gotta make sure that's your driving force. And my last quote is, or second to last quote is, you know, during these rough times, it's only for a finite period of time you're gonna have pain and adversity. But if you quit, that lasts forever, right? Don't quit, yo. One of my favorite quotes is by Benjamin Disraeli. So he says that there is no education like adversity. And that hits a chord because I've been through so much in my life, and I've learned from everything. It's basically learning from your mistakes and moving forward in a positive direction. Whenever I bring up adversity, I have to kind of show love to my boy Chris. Unfortunately, he's not here. He passed away at a young age of 24. It kind of hit all of us with the reality check. And for anyone that's experienced the loss, you probably know how it feels. It's tough, especially someone so young, so talented. He was the only child, but that was my boy, and I have a lot of kind of regrets, and so I try to live the next day to its fullest. And the thing I want you to bring up is that, has anyone watched TED Talks? Yeah. TED Talks, right? It's awesome, right? So, anyone watch the Candy Chang one? No, you watched that one? Candy Chang, so she was one of the speakers. She was presenting. She recently had a loss of a mother figure, and what she decided to do was put up chalkboard on abandoned homes in the community, and then she actually would say, she actually put, "Before I die, I want to." I'm not going to say that, but I want you guys to use that so that the index card you guys have. I want you to write, "When I get older, I want to," okay? And just write whatever you want. And then I might need some volunteers to say something. When I get older, I want to be a doctor, play Shaq. Alright, so as you guys write, I'll keep talking. So now, okay, so we have our roots, we have that established. We're feeding this bad boy, we got the trunk, we got our core. Now the process is growing, we got our leaves. So my mango tree is almost complete. And after this, it's actually complete. So now I have mangoes. So this is my results. My mangoes, right? Anyone know E40? No, he's a rapper in the Bay Area. Yeah. You know E40, right, love? So it's funny that he's the one that created this thing called H&H. H&H is basically stands for stay humble, but remain hungry. Stay humble, but remain hungry. Let me break that down, right? So stay humble is that once you have results, once you have your mangoes, you gotta stay humble. You gotta appreciate everything you got that took you to this point, right? Don't take it for granted. But remain hungry. Still want more. Don't be satisfied. Don't be complacent. Still want more in life. Plant more in mango trees, right? And you have to think about the bigger picture, right? The bigger picture. Okay, so for me, I'm about to be a doctor in a few months, right? Now, it's not just my success, right? Because I didn't do this on my own, right? It's my family's success. It's my community's success that raised me, right? So you're not just doing it by yourself. So you gotta make sure you guys give back, right? Because there's gonna be someone else, just like you, that's coming from the hood that didn't have much, right? And they need your help, they need your guidance to get into the process. So make sure you give back. So never forget where you came from. That's what my pops always told me. Never forget where you came from. Now, I was a part of the creation of this program called Doctors for Diversity. That's me talking to a group of elementary school kids. It's something I'm passionate about. And this school is in Long Beach, and we want to expose them to future doctors in America to tell them that they can be doctors too. All right, so you have your results, they're in mangoes. So it's about time you guys started planting some mango trees, right? So this is my last slide. This is your story, right? This is not a video game, you guys are playing something and you can dictate. This is your story, right? So tell your story. You're gonna be telling the story to someone else in the future that might be inspiring someone. So make sure you do it right. You're the main character in the story. You have control over the story, right? So make it memorable, make it exciting, make it fun. And believe. That's the hardest part. It took me probably, even when I was in medical school, I was like, damn, should I be here? You know, I've been through so much, but you know, I do belong here. You guys belong there too if you guys want it. And last, just want to say thank you guys. Is there any volunteers that want to share with us what they wrote down?